Hi, this is Paul Niebert, Synergy Networks, to show what we've been able to do with the GHIN API, looking up golfers and how it might relate to helping the MGA update their database with some of those GHIN functions on a database that's on the website. So we have a small form here that lets us do a first name, enter a first name, last name, and state. Presumably what we'd have instead on the left at some point would be a record in the MGA database, presumably starting with the magazine database. So I'm just going to enter some information. Now this is information that we would already have available in the database record. So at some point somebody can hit a lookup, or the lookup could just be automatic, and we would go off and do multiple searches into the GHIN database. First we try to do a first and last name exact match, and you can see we found two records here. Also we do a first initial and last name match, assuming somebody might have a nickname or a slightly different spelling on their first name. So we get a first name, a first initial last name match. So if we entered something like James, we would get a miss on the first and last name match, but we would get a hit on the first initial and last name match. And one of the strategies that we would need to develop is a good kind of matching algorithm, which I think we've done in the past when we've done these kind of automated GHIN updates. But what we would need to do is create a bunch of criteria that we would want to use, maybe including state, dropping state, and then giving the where we can't do an exact match, first name, last name, possibly even match the club name, so that when we get an exact match we can pull that GHIN number and associate it with the record that we were looking up. Beyond that, we would have screens that would go through and possibly do have somebody work on an entire club at a time, where they might be able to just click and select one of the records, and it would pull all the GHIN information into the database, and possibly vice versa. We have a match, we want to push it back to GHIN. Thanks very much.